Oh,
Sorry. No, it's okay, cool. Hey everyone on stream, for everyone who's watching. So I'm the Demonic Tutor, and I'm here with my friend Mike. And so we're gonna do something special today. Normally you don't stream on Saturday nights, but we thought we were gonna do a little tag team here. So we've actually logged on to Mike's Magic account here, and he is going to do a Premier Draft, and we're just gonna talk about picks and see if two heads are better than one, and we'll see what shenanigans happen.
Shenanigans. All right. Forgive me, I'm gonna get used to this mouse here.
No worries. It took me a while to figure out like how to get used to drafting on a Mac too.
All right. The hardest part of any draft is spending the gems.
Yeah, and I have 17 lands up too, so we'll get a chance to
look at you.
See the numbers.
It's funny because you're more of a 17 lands a number guy. I'm more of like a I like 17 lands, but I'm more of like a gut guy.
Sure.
So like what? This all breaks down. Draft all breaks down to 3 segments, right? You got your draft phase, your deck construction phase. Oh, great.
All right. So what is your first pick?
Okay. So Invoke Calamity is really hard to play around. Because even if you do hit it, you have to have like spells to power it, and then those spells have to be good.
And there's no real archetype which is like spells oriented. It's all artifacts, enchantments. So
I actually think the most flexible, powerful card here is Rabbit Battery.
Okay.
It's just a good card all around.
Okay.
Virus Beetle probably second for me.
Okay.
This dual land will probably wheel.
Okay.
May not.
All right.
There's other arguments to be made, but this is kind of an underwhelming first pack.
Okay. My number one pick is probably Long Reach of Night. Great Saga, right? Gets cards out of hand or forces to sacrifice creature. The what is it? The menace creature at the end is really great. I also think the green cards are really good too.
Yeah,
even like
Fang,
I don't know if
Bamboo
they're first
Archer.
picker, but Bamboo Archer actually does a lot of work if you want a grindy deck. But Rabbit Battery is not a bad first pick.
Okay, second pack. Not really clear. I mean, the pick I think is clear. It's Smelter. You know, that plays well with Rabbit Battery. Kind of gets my artifact, deck going here. But the interesting thing about this pack is there's not much else great here.
Not for a second pick.
Touch Spirit Realm is a very good card, so I think someone's going to take white.
I do think Touch the Spirit Realm is probably the best card in this pack.
Oh, for sure.
If we are going to go with the Smelter, then I think we're almost completely committed to artifacts, which I'm not crazy about to do in like the first 2 picks, right? I would have liked to try to do something like a little more powerful, and then only commit to artifacts if I saw it open, say like by turn 5 or 6. The thing about artifacts is that you're not competing against any other deck. Like Smelter is not going to go to any other deck except an artifacts deck.
Yeah, it's still
I'm not crazy about picking it, but again, if you're going to go into artifacts, you almost have locked it in by going with Smelter. So I think the rest of this draft is just going to immediately be artifacts.
Let's see.
Right.
Seismic Wave is quite good.
Yeah.
The next, it's not. This Uprising card's okay. It's not great.
No.
Chain Flail. I should be able to get this Chain Flail Centipede sometime else.
I think easy.
I think that's a pretty easy pick.
Based where we're going, like I think we are going all in with artifacts. I think decision 2 here is like
block red.
Well, no, I mean I think it's easy to go with black red. Basically, if
block red. Like just keep grabbing the red to
just keep grabbing
signal.
red and getting a really low curve. I'm talking like getting 10 1-drops and 2-drops. Basically, trying to get down to like 14 land here. I expect we're going to see the Aki Ember Keeper coming back. Maybe Crackling Emergence. I'm not crazy about playing that card, but it is playable in an Artifacts deck. But we're looking at a super aggro, low to the ground, win, lose, or draw.
Selfless Samurai is very good. Song Shaper is on deck. It hurts to give up that Selfless Samurai, but I think the Song Shaper is where we want it.
Okay, I think that's true, although I think it'll wheel. So I would go with the Samurai because I like the upside.
So this is pick 4.
Yeah.
So we're going to see this again in 8 more picks.
Yeah, so 12, right?
So you think that this is going to be one of the last 3 cards left? I don't.
Okay.
I think it's going to be gone.
Fair enough.
I do think Slvrknht Samurai is very good,
Mhm.
but I think that pack 2, whoever took that spirit, the touch the spirit or whatever it is going to take all.
So then I think the hope here is I'm hoping we will like a Clawing Torment or the Inkrise Infiltrator when it comes back, or even the Samurai. Okay.
Clawing Torment would be perfect.
Yeah. I'm definitely the type of person who will try to do more upside creatures at this point.
It's funny because I've been drafting the last few days of like, I'm just going to take the 5 best cards regardless of color.
And now we're like,
and now I'm
now we're on camera. We're all recording.
100% red. So this is interesting. This red land is not fantastic, but for this deck, 2/1/1s, eh.
Yeah.
Terrarium's not bad. It's not great
in this deck. Not in this deck. I would first pick Experiment. I don't think Sokazan is the bad play because it's basically a free roll, right? I think the red land. I mean, it's a free roll, but I think Experiment is just really good in an artifacts deck.
Yeah,
it does everything that you want. It helps get you cards.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, I think it's better in this deck.
I could look for a saga or two to try to get max value.
I will say though that I have learned to prioritize Terrarium a lot more in more traditional decks.
This is easy, right? Yep. For our deck. This is the boar.
Easy boar.
So this is interesting. I think red is underdrafted in this set. Might be wrong.
I think, red is just generally a weak color. It doesn't really mesh with anything unless you have a bomb with it or you're playing artifacts. Which is why it's an interesting lane to be in. Because once you get the artifacts, it almost wipes out everyone else to your left. So on pack 2, I would totally expect having all the red cards within the first 4 or 5 packs coming your way.
Yeah, it's not. There's really no red-green deck in this set.
No, because green is so like value oriented, and red. I mean, you got to kill in like the first 10 turns.
Yeah, the closest I've gotten on a red-green on a Gruul deck in this set is. So Sling is probably Sling is really nice, but Sling is the pick for us.
Yeah.
The closest I've gotten is like a red-green counter deck. The perfect cards like Thundering Raiju have to fall to you.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that really makes it work.
Yeah, I see myself splashing red probably, and then some of the removal. If you're going to play red-green, you would need like a Grafted Growth to make sure that you get like the double splash, so you can cast the Raiju.
Red-white's okay.
And you're probably playing counters, with red-green. So even getting like a Walking Skyscraper or something to really get the value at the end.
Red-white, red-green, yeah, that's exactly what I would say.
But I don't think there's any other reason why you get red-green. Not even getting the red-green gold card is good enough.
Ogre?
Easy Ogre.
Yeah. Anything else that's here? I mean, not that I would take it, but just to see what's left. This is pretty
nothing.
trashy.
I mean, the only thing you might play is the Return to Action.
I will say that Mnemonic Sphere, or whatever this is, is much better than I thought it was. In a control deck, it's very good.
I've seen it played really well with. I forget what they call it. I think it's this construct card that allows you when you discard, you can play it. Actually, with any channel like that, that card is way better than I expected.
So that being said, we haven't really picked a second color. Kindled Fury is probably the pick here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. It's not a bad trick, especially if you're playing aggro. And I wouldn't even mind getting a second one.
Yeah, it's better than everything else. There's really no upside.
Yeah, you're not going to play anything else.
There's the Amber Keeper. We'll take that for sure.
That's going to be great, again, to get the extra counters. Actually, if you get multiple of them, it can be really nasty, because if you kill a creature that has a sling on it, and you have 2 of them, you get 2 1/1s.
I mean, what we're really looking for is the Iron Apprentice, and that to me is super value.
Yeah. This is nothing.
I guess.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. This is all
probably I probably should have taken the green grizzly bear there, but
no, you're not playing the green grizzly bear.
Well, I mean, I guess. This is a bummer. So
trash. Nothing. Okay, so I think here you go with the highest upside card.
Gravelighter or Roaring Earth.
Golly. Okay, if you're going aggro, Heck, you might even go with Wanderer's Intervention or Gravelighter.
Gravelighter gets you some draw, and it goes
and you might go red-black anyway, so if you get the Anvil.
Yeah. Roaring Earth is a great card, but like we were talking about earlier, green black.
Oh, I'll go white.
Michiko is very, very good for us if we go white.
Yeah, no, but it's artifacts and enchantments.
But Kami Flare is probably a safe pick here. Although we could say it could wheel. I've seen this card wheel.
Yeah, like I think people are definitely a lot more down with Kami Flare, because it just doesn't take care of like the big creatures that you want it to. I'm aiming for upside.
I think Michiko then.
Yeah.
I think that's just the best card here. And we'll see if we can commit to white. It's turning. I think
much for the red cards.
I think we
available.
get a silencer.
Yeah.
That with Gravelighter, I think is quite good.
Yeah.
This is a very good card to ninjutsu out.
It's an awkward card to play against. I've had silencer come against me when I was playing I think green white enchantments. And it's very weird because you have to block the silencer. Like when you only have a Tanuki, you have to block the silencer. Other your Tanuki's dead.
Yeah. And there are cards that can't have like a little bit of stealth, like get across the lane. Like Iron Apprentice, for example. You can send that across, faking that, oh, I just want to get the counter transferred, and someone will let it go.
Yeah. Oh, Behold is such an amazing card.
Oh, Virus Beetle is perfect for us, though.
It is.
So I'm not too sad about that.
Yeah. But man, oh gosh, Behold is I've wrecked with that card and it has wrecked me.
Yeah, it's a very good card.
Another Sling.
I think that is nice. The Shadow Walker is not terrible.
Yeah, I think we'll get the Sling though, because I think that's more necessary. You want to keep the curve down, and then worst case scenario, I feel like Shadow Walker is more of a filler card, like a filler top end. But you really don't need a really big top end in an artifacts deck anyway. You really want to keep the curve down. We want to see if we can run like 15, 14
What I really, really wish we had is some of those constructs or the automatons.
Yeah.
That's going to be the luck of the draft right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're certainly not going to see one.
Yeah, but that said, though, we committed to artifacts very early. So, I mean, I can only imagine that they just passed up. There's a Song Shaper.
Yeah, that's probably it. Although the Clawing Torment is pretty good too.
And also, I mean, the Renegade also isn't bad either, considering that you already have 2 slings and a rabbit battery. You already have 3 ways of modifying creature. Although Song Shaper I still think is better just because, artifacts.
We have no removal here, except for a Gravelighter. I'm going to take this Clawing Torment.
Okay.
And then see where that leaves
us. I mean, it's a defendable pick. And if you expect red to wheel, then you're expecting to get a Song Shaper or
we have a chance to get one of those back. This is not great.
Get the Aki.
Yeah, just a 2-drop.
Yep, get the 2-drop. Again, don't underestimate that power because you're going to have the Rabbit Batter and the Simian Slings. To get those 1/1 creatures to continue to attach slings to and continue to ping is really important.
Yeah, what we're really missing here is some more value too. We just need an Iron Apprentice or a automaton or something to really make it.
Yeah, something to, or like a trash bot, like something that'll really take advantage of.
I think we take the Ogre. Yeah. I mean, it's tempting to take something like March of Reckless Joy, but the Ogre is just going to do. We can keep the pressure on with that.
Okay, this is whatever.
I think I'm going to take the Roaring Earth.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to play it.
Probably not, but remember there was one. Oh, this is pick 9. So there could be one in the next pack. And 2 Roaring Earths is worth thinking about.
Maybe, yeah.
Because if you get 2 of those things out, then it's to the races.
Yeah, I think, okay. I mean, I'd go for it. I think it'll be really hard to pull off.
I don't think we're going.
Because I don't know how many.
I don't think we're going there, but like, if we pull a green bomb on P3,
sure.
Then we got like a backbone for it off of 2 cards.
I'd be curious to see how Roaring Earth does like in an artifact set.
We'd have to find we would need like a Boseiju or something that's going to feed us lands.
Yeah.
But guess we take the emergence. I do not like this card.
No, the problem with this card is that unlike the Harmonious Emergence, the green version of the card, the green version has vigilance. Yeah, so because you really want to use the mana for it. This basically takes away a mana from you, and you really need every single land when you are cutting down to like 14.
Yeah, a 3/3 that basically says you permanently tap a land ain't great.
Yeah.
Harmonious Emergence is a sneaky aggro card.
Well, I love it as a 5-drop. Well, you are going to be playing Mountains, so.
Sometimes I pick that, and I'm like, that's a terrible pick. There's literally no reason to do this. So, okay, now we're hoping for a bomb, because we did not have one.
That's not it.
This is good.
I don't know. For 4-drop, like I'd say Long Reach of Night is better. I'd even go with Twisted Embrace more. The thing about this card here, right? You're looking at a 4-drop. It's a 4/4, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, the sack could be interesting in terms of a scry. I mean,
I've pushed damage across before with this. And the other thing, too, that it does a lot of things. It does ping, it does scry, and also you get to play the card that you pull over. And in our deck, we're going to have a lot of 1-drops.
I've never seen Hidetsugu like be really effective in any deck. I'm just going to say that.
All right, let's try it. Let's make it work.
Go for it.
Second Gravelighter, another Virus Beetle.
I think we need to go with Scouring Barrens. Because if we want to splash Michiko, I think that would be a really key card. And I think, again, I'm a man of like get some upside. Now, that said, if you want to again play the safe aggro, I don't mind going with Virus Beetle.
Or the Gravelighter.
Yeah.
Gravelighter does draw for us or does sacrifice. We have no removal too.
Yeah, that's true. I'm electing for Virus Beetle though, just because for the lower mana cost.
And it's an artifact.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it. Nuki March. Damn, it's another March. I'm going to take this.
Okay. But Imperial Oath, though, by the way, that's a bomb card.
It's good. It's hard to get rid of because there aren't many board.
I mean, I don't know if it's not appropriate in this deck, but yeah, if you were going back to like red-white, that's an amazing card.
I think we go with the Iron Hoof here, right? Too bad.
I don't know.
There's the winner.
Yeah, I would think about trying to get some upside and seeing if you can get the Michiko.
But right now you'd have to pull both of those cards.
No, well, I mean, you'd have
to pull this. I'm going to take this because it's still a pump.
Okay. All right, then if that's the case, then yeah, we're probably just abandoning the fact.
I think we're abandoning Michiko. Yeah, I think that's gone. Man.
Yeah, there's going to be no way to play it. There's no way to play it.
This green.
I know you're like get the green, but nope, not happening.
Here we go.
Rare. Dragspark Reactor. Yeah. I'd go with the Dragspark Reactor.
That's
you have to have that.
That's worthy. For us. That's removal or over the top damage.
Yeah, or it just takes you. Yeah, just gets you the win at the end if you get it early. How many artifacts do we have?
We have
12. Okay.
2 Iris Beetles is quite good. God, really. There's a green backbone here that makes me think about it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to need some mana fixing to make that even remotely possible.
The real question is, do you pull out the black?
No.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Okay. I think Samurai here is the pick.
Or explosive entry.
Yeah. Well, okay, and here's another choice.
So I think Samurai,
because you can pull the planes that you need to get
all right,
white.
Let's take the Sunblade Samurai, and let's see if any of the other fixing wheels.
Okay.
Because if one of those dual lands wheels, then we're okay. We can do that.
That's what I do love about Samurai is that the channel is colorless.
Mm-hmm.
That is incredible because then it basically allows you to splash any kind of white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man,
I just want to see the surprise of just pulling down a Michiko. You're playing a red-black deck, and suddenly Michiko comes down, and now you have like a 6/6 artifact coming down on you.
All right.
There you go. There's your fixing.
That's white-green, though.
Yeah, but you wanted the green.
Well,
and the white.
That's not really fixing. I'm not gonna run 4 colors.
That's right. Let's effing go! Let's effing go!
Oh god, this guy. I think I take the Clawing Torment, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you already have one boar.
I have 2 boars.
Oh, you have 2 boars?
I have 2 boars.
Oh, man.
2 boars.
Well, there's someone. That is a late Moon Circuit hacker and a modern age. Man, so blue was open?
Blue was open.
I guess.
I want green. I really do.
Well, there's your rare.
Sure.
You know, it's interesting because that's an interesting card you can actually pull and maybe get your finisher off. We need more playables. Yeah, we don't need any more purchases. It doesn't matter. And that's a super late crafted growth. Gift of Wrath can actually do some work.
Maybe. This sucks.
No.
Come on. No.
Well, no, we don't have the auras.
We have nothing.
Yeah.
We have literally nothing to play out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is wow. Okay.
Look at that fancy.
It's like I've never played Magic before. All right. So here's the scary.
All right.
If you want to call Clawing Torment removal, which it really...
No, you're really using Clawing Torment to do damage and get damage across.
Yeah.
But that might be as good enough as removal if you're playing an artifacts deck.
We don't really have any. Great. I'm just going to stay just because... Okay. Reckoner Shakedown is terrible. Is there any cards here that we think is valuable?
You're gonna have to splash.
Not splash.
I love Michiko.
I do know you do
That's my girl.
You know what? I understand that.
But we don't have the splash to do it.
I'm really tempted to play Invigorating Hot Spring and Roaring Earth instead of black, but it's not the right call.
See the problem here's the problem with Invigorating Hot Spring. It's a 3-drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thing is that its benefit is that it gives creatures haste. So to really get the most out of this card, you need to get basically higher mana creatures and then put tokens on them, right? Here, your creatures are all going to be pretty fast. A lot of your creatures can attach, which means they don't need the haste part about it. So the upside for Hot Spring is very limited, right? And it's going to be really hard to get that green mana.
So let's talk this out.
Okay.
I think you're right. I don't think we're going this way. But just for the sake of, and this is funny because the one thing I said was red green sucks in this set. But I'm going to talk through this. Okay. Cards that would work really well with Hot Spring and Roaring. Definitely these 2 Aki Ember Keepers.
I agree.
Right? Like, now all of a sudden, you're modifying all of your creatures, and you're getting a lot of value, which will keep you alive. The one's going to definitely keep you alive. Or you could go over the top.
That's true.
It also helps out. There's an Ambitious Assault or, whatever. Yeah. An Ambitious Assault, which is nice. I think Invigorating Hot Spring really helps out.
I agree. I mean, that's true.
That becomes a cool, you stop a block and you get to send a 5/2 across. That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Doesn't help out Ironhoof board at all. Doesn't help out Hidetsu. Well, Hidetsu would have to leave the deck most likely. You lose a lot. You lose the Clawing Torments, you lose the Silencer. We don't really have removal, so I don't think we can do it. But it's sort of a path. The other card that we would gain that's great is Harmonious.
Yeah.
But, and you could splash the Michiko in this.
Yeah. With
the green, red. Because you'd have if you want it, you probably wouldn't go Grafted Growth, but...
Yeah. Well, splashing works best when you have a long... when you have a value deck.
Yeah. We don't have that.
Right. That's if you're going for, I just need to survive, I need to learn the game, and then just give myself time to get the lands and the colors I need to be able to break out something I'm splashing that's a bomb.
Let's do something fun.
Okay.
Okay.
That's another way of saying, All right.
No.
Okay,
Hear me out.
All right.
Let's play this red-black.
All right. Well, let's
see how it goes. We have to modify it. Yeah.
Well, let's get the colors down first. Let's cut it down.
Okay.
Right?
But what I'm saying is, we play it 1 or 2.
Okay.
And then let's play the red. Like, let's go back and build the red-green and play that 1 or 2.
All right.
Right. We can do that. It's the beauty of draft. You can change your deck completely.
Sure. Absolutely. And this is entertainment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's right. Are you entertained? Okay. So 43 cards. Have I gone through everything here?
Yeah.
Peerless.
So one thing I like actually cutting all the lands first, right?
I'm gonna put Gift of Wrath
because my math isn't very good here. So we cut down the lands, right? So we'll take out the 17 there, right?
I think I just needed Bishop's Assault here. Okay. So you're making the argument we're at 17 lands.
Well, no. Let's cut down all the lands. Let's get rid of all the lands. Let's just figure out what are our playables.
Oh,
right?
Man.
And then we can decide, all right, are we going to go with 17, 16, 15, 14 lands, whatever.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
So just go, cut down to 0.
Okay. This is not the way I do it, but you know what? I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to see where it takes me. This is me. I'm being magic curious tonight.
Yeah, magic curious.
I put my keys in the bowl, and I'm going with it.
Okay, so 26 playables right now, right? So 26 playables would be 14 land. I think we would need either. I want to say at least 1 cut, maybe 2.
I would aim for 16 land. Me personally,
I would try over 50.
So this is the. So I was saying earlier and I made this point at a bad time because we went right to the draft. But look, draft is 3 phases, right? Mm-hmm. First is draft. The second is building your deck, and the third is play. And it's all about creating consecutive value, right? So in draft, you're trying to do the best you can in the draft, to build the best deck you can, to pilot the best. So it's interesting because 17 lands is a great tool, but for example, if you drafted all complete value, like if you just brought up 17 lands and picked the highest value card every time, you'd build a terrible deck, right? Because you're just drafting the best card.
Right.
I think there's also a similar thing between piloting and decking, right? Okay. So it might be that there is a right answer between 15 and 16. But the difference in piloting between the two of us might be a different. That's true. So that's true. And you could still convince me. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying to other people who play, for example, if you're a bad control deck player, I would say you kind of close a lot of options off to you in a draft if you can't play control. But if you know that about yourself.
Okay, so and this is to be fair because I think this just comes from. I think it also depends on how often you play an archetype, right? Sure. I think the safer thing to do, if you're not used to playing an archetype, try to do the more traditional conservative situation, which is saying closer to 17
simplify,
right?
Yeah.
So are they going to 16, or 15?
We don't want to flood
now,
for sure.
One thing I would actually take a look before we even start deciding cuts. Let's take a look at our average CMC. So our average is 2.4, right? So I would probably say in this situation, okay, I would go with sort of 15 land here, right?
Okay.
I would try to aim, again, because we want to keep a lower curve, I would try to maybe get rid of a higher mana card. So, I'm maybe looking at a Gift of Wrath here, possibly.
I'm okay with that. I mean, we have 2 of these boars. If I was going to say a Kindled Fury, but I could say these are taking a similar place in this deck.
Well,
and this is sneaky.
Yeah, not even. I would even put Kindled Fury as more of a removal. Because that essentially is how it's gonna play, right? And you need removal here.
Okay. So this gets us to if we do 15.
Let's see, how many black cards we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
we have 18 versus 7.
So, I don't know.
And we have no doubles.
Yeah, and if we're going 15 land, it would be, what, 9-6?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
9-6. Okay.
All right.
I think this is out of what we drafted, this is the most straightforward, easiest to pilot deck.
Yeah.
The only tricky thing I think here is this Sugu.
I am really curious to see how Hidetsugu performs. You know, because if we can get it on curve, that would be a very interesting play. The hard part that I have seeing though, is I think you can get some value out of the sack. I don't know how much value you're going to get out of that 3 exile because it uses so much mana.
It's super situational,
right?
For sure.
And so I still have questions as to whether it's going to be appropriate in this deck.
It's super situational.
But I'm totally willing to go ahead and check it out and see
I
how
think
it plays.
it's gonna fill 2 rules for us. One, it's gonna be a 4/4, which the deck doesn't really have much high. And 2 is going to be like,
okay.
As soon as you play that, most players are gonna be like, "That's a legendary. That's a rare. I've been beaten by that card." Although maybe I have lost games to this card.
Yeah.
And they will get rid of it,
okay.
or they will say it has a powerful ability. I don't want it.
Okay. What I would do, I would actually cut the Hitotsugu, and I would actually put in one of the crackling races, even though we don't like that necessarily as a 2-drop. The one thing it does fulfill is that it becomes now a modified creature.
That's true.
Right? And so even if it dies, you'll get the land back,
that is true.
but then you get the 1/1 back in, and you get some more value out of it. And really the whole deal here is can every turn, can you just keep pinging and pinging and pinging? And you just need board presence.
All right, we're going to do this. We're going to play a game.
Uh-huh.
And between every game, we're going to change the deck.
Oh.
Okay. So we will change.
All right.
And, if we run out of changes, I'm going red.
Okay, sure.
Because I do like that. Now, the trick about this is I have drafted bombs or I've drafted cards and then gone through entire drafts, even playing like 6-7 matches and never drawn it.
Yeah.
So it could be a little of that.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I had sound here.
Oh.
We're gonna be entertained. Ooh, perfect.
Yeah, this looks.
Hey, we have both our colors. I'm over the moon right now.
Yeah, this looks okay. I wish I had a 1-drop.
Right.
But it's not worth losing a card, I don't think.
Yeah.
Clawing Torment early is great, and we are second, so we hope that we can.
Okay.
Blue-white, interesting.
Yeah.
What do we have to look out for? Vehicles?
Vehicles, yeah, but more and more I've seen on draft, I've seen a lot more 3-color stuff come down, so
Mnemonic Sphere,
I would expect a 3rd color.
Yeah, and Mnemonic Sphere says to me that's
okay.
I think we go with Song Shaper.
I agree. See if we can get that pumped up and attacking.
Although we have no other artifact.
No, we don't.
There's the vehicle.
We expected that.
Okay.
Now, can we Clone Torment that?
Let's see. It's a good question. Artifact or creature?
I think we Clone Torment that. I think we need to ping it, and then we get down to Aki. Yeah. Because we need the damage, and there's the red, by the way. So this is a 3-color deck coming down. But let's go.
We should attack first. Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, we go.
All right. Let's hope they don't have any kind of life-linking stuff, but unfortunately, white has a lot of it.
So the beauty about this is, right now that reads as a 3/4, but as soon as it becomes a creature, it's going to be a 2/3.
A 2/3.
Which puts us into Kindle range. Although we don't actually really want to.
No.
The only bad thing is it does make our Gravelighter a little weaker. Interesting.
Yeah, and so they're going to probably attack.
Crew it. Yeah.
And does it, I forget, it creates 1/1s, doesn't it?
It does create 1/1s. That's actually our biggest problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, we're getting land.
That's very good. So here's what I would say. I think it's worth attacking, Kindled Furying, and then Gravelighting to get the card.
And we get the flyer.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
I think because right now what we really don't want to happen is for our Gravelighter to have them sacrifice.
And force our attack our own creature. I agree.
Now, there is a little bit of a bummer because they're going to get another pilot here.
Yeah, but what can you do? I mean,
well,
they're going to get pilots, whatever, you know? And it also, hopefully it prevents the ogre from attacking if they don't bring anyone else down. So, and the pings keep coming, which is good, right? And if they decide not to block because they think they're going to win the race, we can then go ahead and ambitious assault. And right now it's going to be worth 6. Could be worth 8.
So if everything goes through, Steelbreakers.
Interesting. So they're doing blue-white artifact.
A little.
Yeah. Oh, so the ogre, because he wants the blocker. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Although, I think we ambitious assault. Right?
Well, no, you still lose it, right? Ooh, virus beetle.
Virus beetle's very good for us. So let's drop this land and let's talk about this.
I think we attack over the top.
I think
we get the virus beetle and the Aki down.
So let's virus beetle
because we want a wide board, right? Again, make them think that they're winning the race, and hopefully we can get the most out of this ambitious assault.
I think that's right. The only thing I'm scared about is these pilots, because I think they're going to leave them back as blockers. So the other option we could do, that's a little early to play ambitious assault, but we could try to bait them into blocking the Song Shaper with the Steel Bearer or the Steel Breaker, and then ambitious assault to get 2 extra damage.
Well, we could. Problem here, of course, is they'll be able to sack. Well, let's see, what would they would sack? They would sack.
Sphere.
No, they might actually even sack.
That's true. Well, they can do that at any time. So they would need to sack. No, they can't. They would need to sack twice because the Song Shaper would be 5. I'm gonna try because the other thing too is you have to remember there's a live human being at the other end of that. They might just let this go through.
Okay. All right.
The longer you wait and the more mana you have open, especially when there's an obvious trade. So right now, if I do this.
So they'll have to trade once, and then they won't trade.
They can't. They don't have enough mana to save the steal. So we trade our 2-drop for their 4.
Okay, so now they have to deal with our flyer.
And we have a flyer with
5
turns open.
Yeah. So it's a 5-turn clock. I mean, it still feels like a long clock.
It's a long clock. Well, actually, it's less than that, right? Because we're doing 3 damage a turn.
Okay.
So theoretically, we got 3 turns.
Okay. The ogre.
So I think they want us to double block here.
Nope.
And I don't think we're going to do that.
You never know. We're going to need that extra. Ooh!
That's gross.
Yeah.
Now we're in big trouble.
Yeah. And it's a vigilance creature to boot, so they're going to attack over the top.
Now we're in big trouble. That's probably the worst possible thing that can happen.
Yeah, it is.
We're looking for a Clawing Torment like nuts right now.
And just to add the fact, I mean, look, we already have 6 lands.
Yeah.
Here, that's wild.
I mean,
we've literally outdrawn our opponent with 15 lands, and they have a 3-color deck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of the crazy variance when it comes to that.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes you just lose. Although I will say that, I don't think this deck is the deck we drafted is fantastic. It's missing a lot of things.
Right.
Although I will say, Ironhoof Boar would help us here. Okay, so this would drop. This would be 7 damage. It would drop our clock to 2.
Well, they had that lethal on the board, so.
And then we gotta block this, right?
I think maybe you chump block
Virus Beetle into this just to save ourselves 2 damage.
Yeah.
Second Terrarium. Yeah, well, they had a good splash. And this is an interesting deck. Smelter? Darn it. That Beetle would have been...
And we can't, but I wouldn't mattered anyway because they were going to block with the AO. Yeah.
Well, and all those pilots. I think they just outvalued us.
Yeah, and we have no artifacts to, so.
Yeah, this is looking like a quick loss.
That's a GG. Yeah. I don't think any changes we would have done to the deck would have helped out here.
Well, you're just...
So. Oh, awesome.
That's probably,
yeah.
You could save some space by optimizing storage.
I could.
That's the real lesson we've learned.
Right.
Okay, let's think this out. We're going to lose this game, but... do we block? Do we kill the Prodigy? I think the answer is... I think we Definitely do that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What could we draw that would win us the game?
I can't
Clawing Torment would do it. Ironhoof Boar wouldn't do it.
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna concede this one.
Cool.
Okay.
And may I say, I'll go ahead and save us some. So let's go ahead with that. Let me save us some disk space.
Now, one match is one match, but I'm gonna just split us out again.
Yeah. All right, let's do something fancy. Go ahead and put that back.
Are you gonna do?
We're gonna T-create. So go into search.
Here,
come on. Here, all right.
You know, I don't understand your fancy tricks.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and just for the heck of using my. Oh, I need to actually put that up there. I need to retype. All right.
All right. So let's talk about what worked and what didn't. We didn't see Rapid Battery or Sling. That's kind of a bummer, but
yeah,
that's no fault of that. Virus Beetle, I think, was fine. These Ember Keepers, we got no use off of their power because there was no multi creatures. Smelter was a dead card. Song Shipper were only pumped once. Gravelighter was successful. We got a card off of that, and we had a flyer. That was our win con, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Peerless Samurai didn't come up. We didn't get an ogre, right? And pretty much we didn't see anything else. Kindled Fury was fine. Clawing Torment
was working. That was our MVP.
Was working, but didn't stop the Prodigy. Dragon Spark Reactor, Ambitious Assault got us a trade. You know, probably could have held that. Although the problem is with our 2-1s. Man, Seismic Wave.
Yeah. I'll say Gravelighter did do some work, you know, going over the top while before the Mythic came down and just blocked completely.
Yeah, bummer, right? Although Ironhoof Boar or Seismic Wave plus that Gravelighter would have gotten past it. You know, but then those Mythics also do love. So this deck is really suffering from removal. The only removal we passed in the draft was the Commie Flare and the Twisted Race. Yeah,
okay, so I think that is partly the issue. I think the bigger issue, though, is we don't have enough 1-drops. Right?
That's true.
We, like, for a deck like this to really work, you want to have almost your 1- and 2-drop columns to be even. Like, so we missed, you know, Kakazan, you know, Faces. I forget what the rest of the name is.
Yeah.
Kakazan there. Okibuzz.
Okibuzz, yeah.
Right? And like you said, like even getting like an Iron Apprentice or something like that, something to drop on turn 1 to start doing damage right away.
Yep.
I think is really necessary.
Yep, I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going wild.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw in all the green here, and we're gonna play. We're gonna play with it. Get out of here. We don't want any of that nonsense. Okay. Harmonious Emergence. These hot springs. This roaring earth.
Wow.
We're gonna play around.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna go back to land.
Okay. Well, hold on a second. If we're gonna play it like that, then we need to get the white in. We need to get the Samurai in.
Okay.
We need to get the Michiko in.
Okay.
And we're gonna get like 2 planes.
Do you want the Grafted Growth?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Now you're talking my language.
Yes. Let's go all the effing way.
Okay. Thank you for censoring yourself. Your audience is. Well, why don't you do your trick?
Okay.
Give me a little T-create here.
You got it.
You got the keyboard. Well,
not
I
anymore,
guess you don't, but it's fine.
Whatever.
All right. Okay, so we got to make 3 cuts, which is not that many, because I do think we're at 17 lands with this version.
I wouldn't even agree with that. I would go 16.
Well, remember, we need those lands for Roaring Earth.
That's true, but
okay. I would cut Dragon Spark Reactor here.
Yeah.
Because I think it's sort of in the same lane as these slow, big difference makers.
I'm not sure if you need that many hot springs. I would only go with one.
Yeah, okay. I think that's fair.
Because for hot springs to work, you want more creatures.
That's fair. I mean, I would agree that what we shouldn't do is cut a creature. So what I would say is, why don't we cut Kindle? Like, let's take it back step. This is the card I want to make work in this deck. This is the secret MVP I want to make work.
Yep, and as a top end, doing the Ambitious Assault. Right? Yeah. If you can go wide.
Yeah. I mean, we lost our flyer. That sucks. So
yeah,
this is what I want to win. This or a Michiko or some big threat that they just can't stop. Even the Samurai pumped up is not.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that said, I think the other card that I said sucks is Practice. Both of those are going to help modify for us, right?
Okay, yes. I don't think Crackling Emergence, though, is as good. Because Crackling Emergence, I think of exclusively as an aggro deck. If we're literally using Crackling Emergence just to get a modified creature, I don't think it's worth it. It is worth it, I think, if you need to get some extra damage in, like, toward the end.
So, here's the cards that I think lose effectiveness for us. Songshaper's okay, it powers Michiko, but it's not really procced. Well, it's got some stuff to proc. Grafted Growth gives us both. We're going to cut one of those. Okay, Crackling Emergence. I hate this card anyway. Why am I fighting for it?
Okay. Interesting. How also is a Smelter? How many artifacts do we have left?
No, Smelter's got to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. But now we're at 13 creatures. 14 if you want to count Harmonious Emergence.
Yeah. And Harmonious Emergence really is a 5-drop.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It's going to be fun to play. Kindled Fury.
One of them. Yeah.
All right.
Let's try it.
All right.
Yeah. I was also thinking too, like, you could even go even crazier and go 4-color, because you have the Grafted Growth there.
Yeah.
The thing is, if we've had the Terrarium, then I think you could more viably. Wow. Nope. Amazing.
It sucks.
Amazing how those colors work.
This is good.
Yeah, all the colors.
And I think I get rid of Kindled Fury.
Yeah.
Although it's really nice with Ogre, but I think what we're going to try to do is Coiling Stalker as quick as possible.
Stalker. Yeah. We're going to try Stalker first. And then we'll try to Ogre in so that we can get the tokens on the Stalker, and then we can do Michiko at the end, because then you'll get the most out of the Stalker.
No, I think we Songshaper now. Because it's not going to get past this trainee. But
the Stalker will get past the Songshaper too.
What? What do you mean the Stalker will get past the Songshaper?
All right, okay. So why are we putting down the Songshaper? Are we doing it because we can get the +1 for the Ogre?
Or we can Michiko and have it be a 4. Because it's.
I think you wait for the Michiko for later.
I don't think playing this does anything for us.
No, I think it does, because I think they'll attack in. You attack back, and again, you have the Ogre so that you can get the token.
Oh, fair enough.
From the Stalker.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
I don't think they're going to attack us. I think that what they're going to do is, come on.
Right. No, because they're going to attack, right? They're going to put out another creature thinking that they'll be able to block.
Sure.
But they won't. Right?
Circuit.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the right play, right?
Right? And then we're going to try to attack as many times to be able to get those counters as we can. And then we drop the Michiko when you have the most artifacts down.
Okay.
Now, where do you put the token?
I think I put it on.
I think you maybe put on the Stalker here.
Yeah, because
then it gets through. You expect it to get through.
Well, the problem is they're going to leave the Circuit Mender back no matter what.
Yeah. Nope, I guess not.
Wow. Okay, great.
They think they're the aggro.
I will take that. That's fine.
Because they think they're going to get life back.
I see.
So now you're just going to Ogre that thing, right?
For sure. We're going to Ogre that.
Right? And then everyone's going to get through. You're going to get your token thing, right? Now where do you put it? I guess you put it on
the attacking
ogre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're willing to trade off the ogre for the lifelinker if possible.
Oh, 100%.
And then you'll get to both drop the Song Shaper and the Michikos, and you're gonna have a huge creature.
Something, but
a huge something. Right.
Wow.
All right. They think they're aggro. So.
Wow, what's going on, dude? And you're not attacking. Okay, thank you.
So they want the life.
That's
we're gonna trade that. We don't want to get any more life. Oh, look at that.
Okay.
What can you do?
It's more of a bummer because of the life.
Yeah. So I think we Michiko the
ogre.
Yeah, the ogre. We'll let them trade the stalker,
and we get another counter off of the. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna take it. They might just chump and absorb or draw the card.
All right, and then we get the token on the Song Shaper. They're gonna try to get life back, from the lifelinker. Such an interesting card. They played it.
If it's an enchantment, if it's an enchantment
creature. Ooh, Tatsunari.
Yikes, bikes.
And if they get some enchantments, they'll get that frog. They don't.
Song Shaper?
Ogre?
Oh, ogre, yeah. Yeah, and just send it by itself.
Well, what bonus is it gonna have? Be a +3/+3,
or
right?
+3/+3, yeah.
So it'll be an 8/5.
We would take a double block to kill.
Yep. And we will kill 2 creatures.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Well, it wouldn't matter because I was thinking of like Peerless Samurai. But
nah, it's not. It is a warrior, but I don't have a card to play.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And we have to be. I am a little worried about this 3/3, but now we have things.
Cool. Chump block. Great. Here comes the Samurai.
Samurai's actually not bad right now.
Definitely. Right, and in case again we have another creature or something to cast. I don't know how the 1 discount will play out, but you never know. No. I like keeping the land in hand in case they to pull out any discards
or power roaring earth.
Aw,
that's actually okay because Michiko by herself is not that great. Not even actually a her. It's a painting that is attacking you.
But it would be a 4/4. You know, 4/4 is a 4/4.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I guess that's better than the 5/2. Either one is going to kill their dudes.
So the problem here is that the only attacker they can get through is the ogre, and they're going to trade the Tatsunari probably. Ooh, we got the sling.
Okay.
So I think you put it on the Song Shaper.
Well, let's think about this. Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Because you basically need something that is going to kill the lifelinker if they decide to choose.
We could put on the Coiling Stalker, though, and try to pump the Samurai.
Oh, that could work, too.
Right?
Yeah.
And then what we would risk, though, is the... This is fine. We would take any trades here, right?
Yes. Except everyone except Samurai, yeah.
Yeah, we would not want that. Well,
actually, wait.
Well, I think we should send it because
that's true.
They're going to
double block.
This 14 damage.
Yeah,
that's fine. And then that would be a win condition because the sling, anything that blocks the sling. So the Samurai's getting through. Anything else trades, and the Coiling Stalker. I think they have to block that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to do a damage.
Sweet.
Great. Okay, now we're in
great shape.
Very good shape.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that land in hand.
I thought you might want to attach
reconfigure. I should have. You're right.
Yeah.
Because
Imperial.
Okay. That's such a bummer. But it's okay.
Yeah. But things will die.
Things will die.
Right? Because then if you attach again to the Samurai. Yes.
Hey, that's nice.
Okay, yeah. I think you attach. I don't even think you attach. I think you maybe. Well, actually,
4/4 Samurai would have to be blocked by 2.
That's true.
So
I don't know. I don't think you attach. I think you attack with everyone because if they decide to attack with the sling, guess what? Ambitious Assault. Everything dies.
Yes. And then we would be left with 2 creatures.
Yep.
Also, we draw a card off of Ambitious Assault as well. Okay.
Oh, do we draw from?
Yeah, we have a modified creature.
Oh, shh.
See?
Oh, ambitious assault.
See? That's the rarely used text. That's fine.
Yep, and those are all gonna die.
Yep. That's fine. That's
yep,
fine.
and everything dies.
And we will do 5 damage.
Unless they have like a Tameo safekeeping.
And
then yeah.
Game over.
Oh wait, is it snuff?
Yes.
Or
right now.
Someone. Yeah, so discard it. Yeah.
We don't even need to. 5 damage got through on Songskipper. Okay, so
alright.
That's a weird deck, right?
It is weird.
But it did work. The modified engine worked better.
Because we didn't have the aggro, right? So we had more surprises, right? We have more upside.
We had more value, right? So what do we get value? Let's take one more look at this, right? What do we get value off of? We got value off of Coiling Stalker,
definitely.
Surprisingly enough. Michiko, definitely. Sling. We got value off of Ambitious Assault. And the Ogres.
Yeah. Okay, so back up. So I agree. I think maybe the land mix needs to change.
Yeah,
because that 7/6/4 was not.
We did not look at that.
I think we needed to go 2 planes, yeah, and then split them between the mountains.
Yeah,
I would even pausing here. Would you go 9/6 for the in favor of mountains?
Let's put it in. Yeah, 100%. Right? Because there's no double drops on any color, and we have 16 red.
All right, so back up. No, 9/6 forced.
Okay. So that's does that count as our modification rule for this draft that we're doing?
Yeah.
We said we would modify.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Well, I mean, we don't want to force a modify, but I think it makes sense.
I want to force a modify.
Okay, we can just switch the lands.
Is there no? Is there any card that didn't underperform for us?
No.
Even Samurai was great.
Yeah. Now I'm curious is actually it's curious actually having 2 Roaring Earths, right? Because what I do because I've never really used the channel part, but I think the channel will be really useful.
I actually think that's why you have 2 because it's got duality on it.
So now actually back up a bit. Maybe then maybe you are justified going 8/7.
Because of that. That is your window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The only issue, again, is that the grafted growth definitely helps out with the splash. So, but that's would prioritize the green, making sure we have it so that if we cast the grafted growth.
All right. So we tweaked the land base. Our deck is still very weird, but we got 1 win with it. I'm guessing that with this deck, 3.
I'd be happy with 3. I'd be happy with 3.
I'd be really happy with 3.
I'd be very happy with 3. Turned up turtle. I watched a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mashup movie. It combined all 3 universes of the not just the old comic book, not just the old cartoon, the new cartoon, and the comic book, the black and white.
Wow,
it was wild.
Wow. Okay.
All 3 colors.
We have all 3 colors.
Gosh, we draw.
We got the Rabbit Battery. We have the Aki Amber Keeper.
But now there's holding up. What could they be holding up for 1 blue mana?
A channel. The
channel to draw.
Yeah. Blue green Colossal Sky Turtle is what we have to worry about, but this deck.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty low value. So I think that's a bummer.
Dang it. Okay,
next turn.
Yeah.
So I think we do this.
Yeah, just hold.
I kind of think we should attack.
Really?
Hear me out. Next turn we're getting a counter. Or we could drop the Samurai.
True.
Right?
Okay.
I think that if they attack with this, we're not blocking.
Right.
Right? So why not attack them?
Okay, I just don't know how valuable the hasty part of the not only the haste part, but the fact that it'll create a modified creature.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
But we now have something that does this.
That's true, but I don't know, I like the haste. But your call.
I'm gonna attack because I don't think they're gonna block. And if they do, I think I'm actually happy.
Yeah, well see, here's the thing. So if that was the case then actually we probably should have not put down that
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We got lucky though that they didn't. So anyways.
Because I think they want the draw discard.
Yeah,
I think they're a longer term deck and they're searching. The good thing now is we have the option of dropping the Peerless Samurai if we and then the turn after we can double attack.
Yeah, and bounce it.
I think we Aki Emberkeeper, attach the Rabbit Battery, and go.
Yeah.
Right? That's the most damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it also gives us a 1/1 creator if we have to.
Yep. Agreed. And then you can put the Peerless Samurai down, and then put the Rabbit Battery on that.
Or we could Roaring Earth and get a counter, but probably Peerless Samurai. Yeah, you're right with the Samurai. Because I do think the Samurai pumped up to a 3/4 that if they kill it gives us a 1/1 is good.
Yeah. Or even like putting down the Ogre and then attaching the battery to... Oh, we don't need to. Great.
Okay. So, we have to do this.
Oh, shoot. Oh, pause. I think we could have Roaring Earth.
Well, so here's what I'm worried about, actually. I think what we should do is play the Peerless Samurai. This is a warrior.
Yeah.
Then we could play the Roaring Earth. And the reason I say that is because I think we need a blocker to stop this freaking ninjutsu stuff. Because if they Moonsnare us again, it's bad.
Oh, yeah, watch the mana.
We gotta tap.
Yeah.
This. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So we do this.
Right. Tap.
Take our 3 damage.
Yep.
And we do this.
Okay.
Okay. So at the very least, that's another enchantment that can pump our magic.
Right.
Theoretically, they could drop a land, Moonsnare, and attack. Which
here's the thing.
Be a bummer.
I think next turn, hopefully you actually get another land.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they're not attacking through.
Interesting.
Right? Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Let's think about this.
So we have options here.
Okay, we have 4 mana. We could attack, and we basically have 5 mana. But right now, it would be putting down the Michiko. So I think we put down the Michiko.
Yes.
Right? We attack, I think, with the Samurai. And then we put down the Hot Spring.
Yep. I think that's exactly right.
Yeah.
I think that's the most possible value because it also sets us up for Unstoppable Ogre later.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
Eat this. Take it, right? Hot Spring comes down.
Yep, and then we can just use the willing counters.
100%. Just to get a modified creature, and because why not? We're not going to use all those counters. Next turn, if we're lucky, we're going to Ogre.
Yeah, and then put the counter at and boom.
Yeah, and if we're really lucky, we'll draw a land for Roaring Earth.
Hopefully decide to attack with both of them, actually. Yep, there they go.
I think we let it... Well... What they're going to do is Moonsnare whatever is...
Yeah, open. That's fine, which is fine.
It's okay.
You know, if they take Samurai, whatever.
Yeah.
We have the ability to make them hasty anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And what they don't know is coming is the Ogre. Heck, even the
Waste some mana.
Even the Rabbit Battery can haste the Ogre.
I think what they're probably going to do is they're going to Moonsnare.
Yes.
Right? And then, and then replace it again so that they can get the card.
And get the Moonsnare back. But that leaves a fully open board.
Yes, it would be great for us.
So we're...
So now, if it's an open board, then we don't actually even need to put down the Ogre. We can put down the Samurai again.
We don't need to put down anything. We're gonna...
Oh, they don't want to put the blocker down. And then it's going to be dead. If they put down that as a blocker, they're dead. Because they Ogre, and then we make it hasty, and it's over. Yeah, this is over. GG. You. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Aggro.
Weird.
Aggro 3 colors.
But it's working, right? Everything worked there. The counter, the red-green counter thing works. I mean, we were lucky with Michiko twice.
Sure.
Right? But if we didn't have Michiko, we could have played Ogre. We could have played with the Rabbit Battery a bit. Did anything not?
I don't think so.
I think actually all of our cards were live.
I do think we want to. The only comment I would say is just in terms of just playing, just holding back a little bit, especially when we're talking about lands. One thing I do forget is because the Roaring Earth is such an important effect, I think we need to definitely pause and try not to be so automatic in dropping lands. Because I know that's something that I would fall to.
Okay, we're breaking our rule. We're not making a modification this turn. But we made a huge modification the first time.
Well, we're also modifying how we pilot the deck.
That's a lie. That's ignorant.
Come on, chat, call us out.
All right, we're rocketing towards our base of 2 or 3 wins.
There you go.
Here it is. Here's our championship.
Well, that's the key, right? Like, keep your objectives very low. Right?
So low, no one could possibly see you fail. It's funny, for not being such a huge Simpsons fan, just like still permeates into you.
Well, you have freaking 10, 12 years of Simpsons. Something's going to reach the zeitgeist,
right?
Well, 12 years of relevance.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I forget that it's still going.
Yeah, I'm reminded because my nephews so watch about that. All right.
Okay.
Like it.
Good mana base.
We got there. Hot
Springs is great.
Grafted Growth.
Yeah, this is all
going
good.
Down.
This is
everything we want.
All good. We're gonna keep this. I wish we had a 1-drop, but maybe we'll draw into one. Disruptor is annoying.
Yep. So we're probably looking at a ninjutsu deck.
Most likely. Okay. Not the card I wanted.
Yeah. But they shouldn't have tapped. Although it's funny, they shouldn't have tapped themselves because we could have had a Rabbit Battery come down.
That's true.
Man, cocky.
Yeah. They could have tapped their land too, right? Their own tapped land.
Right.
Here comes that. Yeah. Yeah, darn it. Yeah, boy.
What's it supposed to do? Oh, the red. Oh, it's gonna be a 2/2.
Boy, oh boy, Networker. Oh boy.
Oh well.
Okay.
Hockey.
That's all we can play, right? I mean, we're not playing Synthesizer.
Yeah. Now I'm curious on our next play. I would go with Grafted Growth.
We could do that, but what are we building towards? The emergence?
Well, yes. And I think just having the extra mana will be more useful. I don't think they're going to trade the Disruptor because that Disruptor is going to be so useful.
Yeah.
For ninjutsu.
I agree. So what you're saying is they're going to attack now to do 2 damage because why wouldn't they?
And then
we will attack and say if you'd like to trade our Aki Ember Keeper for your pumped Network Disruptor, by all means.
The priority here is to get this emergence out, attacking, and have this.
So here's a question for you. I think we grafted growth first, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
And we put it on a mountain. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you do. So now we have a 3/2.
Yep. And if they trade, we get the 1/1.
We get a 1/1,
which will block the moon.
We would get full value. Okay. Now next turn we're praying we draw a land.
And we have the experimental to help us do that.
That's true.
Right? If we don't pull it. But I'm hoping we can get the environmental. Because it will have 5 mana. We get environmental with the Song Shaper. Or we get the harmonious. Yeah, or we get the harmonious.
Yeah,
emergence.
I mean the emergence is great here because it also, like you said, it's a mono creature. It's vigilant too. It'll save our bacon. I'm a little worried that they might have a Moon Snare. Moon Snare's 4 mana. Free.
Yeah, free artifact. Well, it has to be 2 or less. But they do get to do the extra damage there.
They do have a 2 or less. And the extra damage is annoying. We need this harmonious.
Yeah,
that's the
only
need
that
we're staying alive.
Yeah, we need that land.
Oh no, another one.
Bing.
Okay.
There's the land.
Great.
So we're gonna want to put the emergence on the red.
Yes.
Because I think we still even might want to experimental. Because we would even be very happy if if it got rid of a land.
Well, here's the deal, though. We need to like stay alive here,
Yeah,
right?
well, we're gonna attack. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, like so. I don't think we can tap this red. Is what I'm saying. We can do some damage.
Okay, so they're probably gonna put it on network disruptor.
100%.
Okay.
And yeah.
Right. What can you do?
Yeah, I think they outspeeded us here.
Yeah. Yeah. Red blue artifacts with 3 mana. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
okay.
It doesn't help us as
no,
much.
No, it does. It does. Because if you attack, right? If you attack and they, however they decide to block, you can seismic wave and wipe up the board.
That's true. Let's see. If I'm them, I don't block though. The right answer is just don't block.
Yeah. Well, the mountain is vigilant, so like.
Yeah. You're
now.
right,
Let's pause a bit here. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have 5 mana to play with. Right? Is there anything we want to cast now before seismic waves come down? Maybe like the experimental synthesizer,
just to see what it is.
or put the song shaper down so we have a blocker.
Okay, this is weird, but I think we should attack
okay.
and not put the synthesizer down.
Okay.
Because the worst that would happen is we put like an ambitious assault or something came up, and then they'd be like, "Oh, I'm definitely not blocking."
Yeah.
So I think we got to go.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if they don't block with the flyers, then we're
definitely
going
to block. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So
I don't think there are any other options though, because their flyers.
They're both artifacts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're dead.
Synthesizer. Yeah. I don't think we have any reach in this deck. Yeah. That they would, as silly as this is, they would have not blocked.
Yeah. And that's GG.
That's a good game. All right.
Wow.
So this is the flaw. This is the flaw of no removal too.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at like how that deck was constructed, you saw the 1-drops, saw the 2-drops.
Well, it had all the ninjutsu, yeah.
Like, yeah.
It was able to play at pure value. They got the card. They got it.
How is the grind going, Mike?
How's the grind going?
How's the grind going?
The grind is not going very well for me. The grind is very bad. So let's catch you up on it.
Yeah. These laughs are to hide our disappointment.
The grind is bad. I'm stuck forever on platinum, and I don't know why. Because I'm a better player than platinum, darn it. But I am also piloting a red-green deck, even though we drafted black. So maybe that's right. So we're gonna try to get to 3 wins with this.
All right,
deck.
so I'm gonna pause a bit. Hold on.
Again,
back? Something to consider.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
I'm gonna screw around with this here, right?
Okay.
The Clawing Torments actually like did some work for us.
Did.
Right? And in this type of deck, like we are just trying to just get through as much damage as we can and get across.
Don't you dare say 4-color. Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
Okay, I won't say 4-color. I'll say maybe we should try black too.
Instead of the green?
No. I'm just no.
Way.
I'm just throwing it out there.
No way. I mean, yes, they are good, but I think that what you'd have to cut is like Roaring Earth or some non-creature thing. So then you wouldn't want green. Like they're kind of mutually exclusive at this point. And we just have better mana fixing on white with the Sunblade Samurai.
Okay.
I think unless we swap completely back to black, and the thing is, these are better low-cost black cards for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, Real is stuck in platinum too. Yeah.
100, 260 plus cards. I haven't played Standard in a while.
Well, no. I mean, like, are you running into players that, like, on a draft deck, they've got, like, a ton of cards in it?
I don't know how, like, consistent you can be with 100, 260 cards.
Way.
Right? Like, the only deck that I guess screws around with are mill decks. And you're definitely not, like...
It's like the days of Yorion. I remember Yorion.
Well, no, you actually do have, like, turbo mill decks that do, like, the copy... was it Mishra's?
Yeah.
There.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we're primarily like drafting just because, I mean, I just have just a great time
drafting is my
It's
love.
so much more interesting
yeah.
than standard, which ends up like just optimizing within like a week of stuff. Oh, look at all that green! Holy crap!
Do it. Well, we could graft a grow.
No, that's slow.
Yeah, it's really
super slow. That's better. But now we don't have any players. Well, okay.
We got to turn 2 play.
Yeah, I guess so. We could get up planes.
Well, let's see what happens.
Okay, all right.
You know, here's what I really want to do. I want to get our 3rd win and then die, so we can show Real a draft here.
Sure. Well, I will say this. Oh, so you've been playing for a year. You know what? Actually, how we got into draft. Let's actually start playing here.
Yeah, I guess so.
The way that we actually built our collections was through draft.
Yeah, through
right?
draft.
It is the most efficient way to get rares. I even actually have a Google Sheet which helps track your drafts and track the rares that you have in order to get the full collection. And our goal wasn't even to be good at draft.
No.
Well, not my goal was. My goal was, okay, let me just like grind through freaking like quick drafts. Samurai out.
Got it right.
Easy. And just get the full collection, just so that I could create whatever standard deck that I wanted, net deck or just whatever fit or fancy. Like he's into like your
janky decks.
Exactly. Right.
I just like jank on all forms.
And just getting like just that random mythic to try to build around.
That's okay. You know what? Actually, you came at the perfect time, Real. I think what we're gonna this deck that we're running right now is not that great.
Yeah.
But we will probably do a draft in a couple minutes. In fact, I think we're gonna probably die.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to give you some principles. Now, thing is that I feel we'll switch out to my account.
Sure.
I'm in Diamond, and Diamond drafting, man, you're playing against like Mythics and some really tough players. But we can definitely show you some resources to make you a better drafter. Again, you don't necessarily need to like be a big winner in draft.
Why?
And if I'm starting out, like I would definitely start out as like a quick drafter. However, just getting enough value can help you build the decks that you want.
Interesting play here. Do I play the ogre now or not?
No.
Okay.
No, I think you attack now, and then if you need to, you get the ogre to be to stop their land from blocking.
Well, here's the other thing too. Yeah, cool. We can do the seismic wave.
Yeah. So see, that's why you need to get through that freaking mythic. It's gonna kick our asses.
Yeah, that's gonna be over. Trying to currency grind farm so I can do drafts. Yeah. That is trouble. Like it's really hard to do both at the same time, right? Yeah. We got 6 lands.
And we got a ton of land. That's great.
So we can play Sling.
And here's the thing. I actually don't think we don't even play the ogre. I think you attach it to the samurai because it's menace. They think they're going to win the race. I mean, they still could win the race, but you want them attacking.
Yeah. So, like, what advice can we give to Real on like currency grinding?
Definitely do your dailies.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you should probably do is look at like whatever the aggro deck, the best aggro deck is right now. That because usually those decks are like
they're usually the cheapest.
They're usually the cheapest to build, and they're the quickest to pilot, so you can grind pretty quickly. And then try to get to the point of your draft because you'll get the most cards.
Yeah. So you free roll. Yeah. Free roll your dailies. Try to get those 500s into 750s as much as possible. Get those daily drafts. I would at least get 4 wins each day, just so you get the 250, the 100, the 100, the 100 daily gold. After that, it's a matter of just how much time you have.
Okay, pause for a second. I think we seismic wave now. We take out the Bamboo Grove Archer and the here.
Well, let's see what life we have. There are 11.
Right.
I can see that.
That locks the board up pretty much. And then we just attack next turn.
Yeah.
Right. And
let me pause a bit, because if you Imperial, if you Unstoppable Ogre now,
we don't. Oh, I see.
You can still get the Samurai across.
Yeah, that's true. Let's do that. Yeah, because we want to do is hold the trick of.
Yeah, the Seismic Wave, right? Ooh, this is gonna be close.
Okay.
Seismic Ogre the Plains. I think you attack with a Samurai. They can only get 8, 10. Well, yeah, they'll get 9 across right now. And this Modern Age is not going to be a creature yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll probably Seismic Wave at the end of their turn.
Yes.
Okay, so we Unstoppable Ogre here.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot block.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We attack.
Right? They'll get across.
Mm-hmm.
They'll try attack all in.
Yeah.
We Seismic Wave then, and then we bore. And then hopefully that'll be enough to get across and we win the game.
I think we're going to win this game.
Well, we'll see, though, because they get to discard 1. They're going to get the card that they want. So we'll see what happens.
Real's been playing green-white life game.
Yeah, that's a great deck.
Game's good.
That's a great deck. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, because there are some really great uncommons in the green-white.
I mean, I'm a little worried that they have all this mana held up, but what can you do, right? We got to play our line here, right?
Yeah, and they're holding back, so we can wait. No, we can wait.
This is block.
What?
Why?
Why? We can we can Seismic Wave.
Well, if we Seismic Wave,
we got
it, right?
It.
So we block here.
That's right.
We let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, you win. Good job. You're so great. You're so powerful and strong.
The brands are... That's fine.
That's okay.
Gotta do it.
That's okay.
Because the Samurai will still get through.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's see. Hopefully they don't get life. No, wait. Wait. You have to wait until... Hopefully they get an enchantment instead and don't get the life.
Yes. Or a creature. Life would be...
Right? No life. Please pick something.
Real, cross your fingers for us.
Yeah. Yes!
Okay.
Go! Kill it now.
So we Seismic Wave here. We get rid of this guy.
Yep, and now, and target the opponent. Now all of those things die.
We clear the board. This is the jankiest win.
Ooh, and the rabbit battery. Let's wait. Hold on a second. Let's think.
I think we just attack.
Well, no. Oh yeah, attack and then the board.
And that's 7 damage.
Yeah, or you can just rabbit battery too. Whatever. Just for fun.
Just to be a jerk.
For funsies.
Sure, let's be a jerk.
We're gonna get our 3 wins.
Go battery!
Oh my God, the reels. We're gonna get our 3 wins.
Reels are good luck charm.
It is.
I cannot believe that the MVP of our deck is a single peerless samurai.
By the way, this is another thing that actually happens with draft. I know we're talking here, but the camera's actually over here. I gotta get used to it. You end up learning quite a bit about the interactions of the new set. The fact of how we're learning channel, the interactions with enchantments, the new archetypes that come up, you just become a much better player. My standard play has gotten so much better from playing draft.
Yeah. So the reason why we're recommending draft reel is because the most efficient way to build your card pool is the crappy part is right now when you just kind of have to stockpile some gems and some gold. And then
you're going to suck playing draft.
And that's all right. And then what happens is you draft and you try to draft as many rares as you can. Right? And still make an okay deck, but that's okay.
Yeah, when you're first starting, you're hoping to maybe get 1, 2 wins, and you're going to do quick draft, right? Premier draft, you're going to get steamrolled, and the prizes, they really kill you when you only get 0, 1, or 2 wins. So you really want to stick to quick drafts. You can afford to just draft every rare there, and if you go 0-3, it's still better than buying packs.
Right. So then what basically happens is you're getting commons, you're getting uncommons, which is good at an early base, because a lot of those you can actually play in standard. You're getting your packs, and what you're doing actually is not cracking them.
Yes.
That's the key. Because the way that this works is there's rare protection. They don't want to give you're not going to get past 4 of a given rare unless, while you have other options in the set.
So let me back up. So when you open a pack, you're not getting something that you already have 4 of, right? However, when you draft, you sometimes will get rares that you will have 4 of, right? So what you're hoping is through draft, you're going to try to collect as many cards as possible, while you can still add to your collection before you get 4 of any one rare.
Right.
And then when you have a massive packs, and usually for me it's about like 120 packs, or so, you'll have enough to basically fill in the gaps of all the rares that you're missing.
Great hand.
And between the rares that you have and all the wild cards that you get, you'll be able to craft enough mythics to be able to play whatever deck that you want. If you need to net deck or whatever to make it easier to grind, etc. So we've been playing Arena for like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. If you do that, if you can do that in one set, like it's painful in one set to do it. This hand is perfect. Mm-hmm. If you do that in one set, you're actually in pretty good shape, because then you end up with one set where you have where you have pretty much
no targets,
everything.
Yes, and then we can play the Roaring Earth.
So, thank you. So basically, you have one set that's looking really good for you. And then you can use your wild cards to fill in other sets that you're missing.
Yep. Yeah. Well, so the 6 cards that you picked. So not all the cards you picked are going to go to the vault. It's only the cards that you have already 4 of will go into the vault. So it's going to be the uncommons and commons. That's going to be really useful too, because you're going to get like 1 mythic, 2 rare, and 3 uncommon. I mean, uncommons wild cards aren't going to be worth that much, but you're going to get the 1 mythic and 2 rare wild cards for, I forget how many points that you get for vault, but again, they're just ways to just continue to build your collection. So, and then what happened with us is we just realized, oh my gosh, like we actually prefer draft. It's just a much more exciting format. Yes, you see the sort of same archetypes, but the fact that you get to sort of like, again, craft cards and really be creative. Yeah.
What is happening here?
The mono white. You know what? They're trying to probably get to farewell. They're just trying to like frickin'.
I mean, go for it. We'll have 2 boards to throw.
Yeah. Do we bore over it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we hold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we can put down the board next turn.
Yeah.
And we'll win this game too.
Yeah. I think we hold. I think we have just overwhelming board presence. Farewell takes 6 mana, yeah.
Win number 4, baby!
4. Yeah, it's funny, like, the other thing that draft is good about is it forces you to play cards that you would.
Yes.
And, like, grinding out stuff, like, even if you're on a mono-red deck or something like that, like an aggro deck, it can get real dull. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, higher ranks actually, they kind of help you, but not as much as you would think.
You only get a couple packs at the end of the season.
Right, exactly.
You actually get better. I mean, let me put it this way, Real. If you're at Platinum and you're grinding stuff out, you're already doing a very good job.
I hardly ever get out of Platinum.
Yeah,
because it's it's 1 win up, 1 win down. I might get to Diamond.
Yeah,
it's not really worth getting to Mythic unless you're really trying to grind and try to get to like the Mythic qualifier.
This is okay,
but you're gonna have to play a lot.
This is okay.
And as much as I love Magic, I have other things in my life that I'd rather do.
This is good. I think I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah, I think really, I mean, I've really pretty much achieved many of my goals in Magic, which is really just to play whatever deck I wanted to play.
Yeah, if I can get to Mythic, I got to Mythic in draft once, and I was like, I feel great, and I'd love to get there again, but it's not going to be as nice as that first.
Yeah. Now for me, like I just hope to be a good enough drafter so that I can go infinite, right? To be able to make my gems back.
Mm-hmm. So here's an interesting question. Should I synthesizer here and hope to pull another land?
No, you Roaring Earth. You for synthesizer, the risk here is that you're going to lose the
we get the
card.
We get the Earth out.
You want a synthesizer late, for a better chance of being able to play the card that gets exiled.
Yeah. Okay. I forget that you just get Roaring Earth on the field and we have a target for it. Mm-hmm. Honestly, we might even graft a growth and put that swing up to a 3/3.
I agree.
And just see what happens.
Oh no, I think it's great.
Red blue though, they do have Kami Flare and stuff.
Well, they're gonna have pings and everything, but I mean you can't.
I mean, now we do. Well, now we do.
Now easily.
Okay, so this goes to Roaring Earth.
Yep.
Then we grafted growth.
Yep, on the mountain. Yeah, it's funny because I remember being in your situation about, oh, I got him to get mythic, and after you go to get mythic, like it's great, and then you realize all that happens you get to mythic is number one. Well, good thing about getting to mythic is that you get to play a lot more jank because you can never go down a rank.
Right.
So you can actually play some really interesting decks at low mythic. But other than that, and getting like the extra pack, getting mythic isn't really that big a deal. All right, let's think about this here.
Synthesizer probably now?
I don't know. I think maybe you sling. I think maybe... Well, okay, here's the thing. They have 4 mana open.
That's a crap.
That is scary. Yeah, synthesizer.
I think so.
We go low.
Because if it blanks out, then we're just going to song.
Well, it's going to be the hoof, right? That's the only thing that will blank out.
Well, that's okay. Oh, we can't channel it, right?
Right, you can't channel it. So we're screwed there.
All right, fine.
So now put the land down.
Yeah, make it
right?
4/4. They could Kami Flare here.
They could.
That
but I mean, what can you do about that either?
Nothing.
Right.
I like this 4/4. If we're gonna race, we're gonna race. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Sure.
All right. So now we put down the Song Shaper and
then wait for this. Well, I would wait for this on next turn, right?
Fine.
So we can get the off of the Song Shaper.
+1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I hear you.
It'll get
okay. I got it.
And then we'll just attach it or something like that.
All right.
Now we're a little... Well, so the good thing is this is still a modified creature for us.
Yeah, I agree. Players... I think there is a way, but...
Oh, not against... Well, you'd have to just send them in.
Yeah.
I do want to pump the Song Shaper, right?
Yes.
I'm a little worried that they held up all...
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, we already own down to 2 cards.
Yeah.
And...
There's the size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can experiment with Song Shaper here, right?
Yeah, and I've got an artifact and a
Well, you know response. Yeah, you wipe their board. Bye.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, that's right, because it's not an artifact
creature,
but still.
This is not... It's not bad to have this with Roaring Earth.
I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, they do have... Really tough.
It ain't great. I'm not saying it's perfect.
What can you do? Well, we're going to sling, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, and we're going to get... it's going to be a 4/4.
Perfect. Okay.
Right.
Start to bulk this guy up.
Oh, do they have a removal there too?
Nah, Voltage Surge? No, they got it. Good for you.
See, look at how good we are, right? We can predict how we're going to get screwed.
How we're going to lose. But you know what? To be honest with you,
yeah,
I don't mind our board here.
No.
This is bad, obviously, but it could very quickly turn good for us.
See, here's the thing. Look how much land we have. Well, that's right. We did go back to 17. So, all right. Well, we can. Well, not quite wipe the board. Yeah, they'll still get the beat down, but we can take out the. Oh no, sorry. I keep thinking that we have the Seismic Wave.
No, we don't.
It's the Ambitious Assault.
It is the Ambitious Assault.
Yeah. This game's pretty over.
Yeah, I think we're gonna lose here.
And they're gonna get that and their 1/1 back.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I think we're done. But we were looking pretty good for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what Ironhoof is probably the only thing that.
Yeah. Those are two big problems that we had. Like, well, we already got rid of one of our Ironhoofs with a bad experimental.
Rapid battery.
Yeah.
I
think this is just concede this year. I mean.
Yeah. Let's get to a draft. You want to do on my account or yours?
We'll do my account. Okay. But this is a good run.
Yeah.
4-3.
Did we get 4?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right. Remember, we got 3. Right. Well, let's take a look.
I thought we got 3.
Did we? No, we said win 4, right? We literally did the...
Oh, yeah.
We did the 4 horsemen.
Okay, I forgot. I just, look, I'm super happy with that.
Yeah. And, if you look at the exchange rate here, we basically paid 100 gems for
6
3...
packs.
Well, we didn't get every rare.
That's true.
Right? So for 3 packs for 100 gold plus the rares that we drafted... Actually, did we draft any rares? Mm-hmm. What rares do we draft? Oh.
I don't know now. We at least got one March of the Other World, like one of the Marches.
That's right.
We only got one, but 4 rares for 100 gems is well worth it.
And so ideally, again, if you can get good enough at draft to do Premier and get that on a consistent basis, like that is an excellent return.